This off-road mudding vehicle here, man. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, you can get off-road in this beast.
Looks like he's got a front-end power winch on there, mudding tires. Not something that you see every day.
So this is your new vehicle?
Well, you know, it would actually make some good use in places out here. You could really ride these trails and not get stuck out here. It's amazing, you know, that you can take one of these older vehicles, just put some mud and tires on there and a power winch, and you're just good to go. You know, it's probably can handle water all the way up to the frame, most likely. And if it happens to get stuck, it'll always be able to get itself out of there with the power winch. You just got to make sure that you got enough juice in your battery, because if your battery goes dead, that power winch ain't gonna work.
It's a classic. All right, hike to this area, and we're along this old railroad line. Pretty incredible out here. It's like walking into the past. There's a river just up ahead, or an area where this crossed over the water. Take a journey down that way. Imagine a train's going through here over 100 years ago. You can just hear the sounds of them coming through here.
Yeah, it definitely brings you back to another time where, you know, you can just imagine the families and people's dogs and horses, people going for carriage rides up and down all these different country roads all throughout this beautiful wilderness.
That's for sure. It's an active area, and the railroad line was definitely tied into the communities in a big way. You know, the economy was directly connected to the railroad lines, oftentimes in these towns. So it's really neat to explore along them. You learn about so much of the history.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get across that, but it's possible.
You'd have to balance on one of those.
You guys,
We get across there.
yeah, you guys want to try to cross over this little bridge, just like the vehicles
Sure.
did at one time. Going back at least 100 years, I would say. Imagine the vehicles traveling through here, even at one time, horses and stagecoaches, perhaps.
Yeah. Yep.
Getting into the swamps out here.
Sure are.
Take a walk back in time here along this old road, and we just came across this HERTY cup fragment. It's interesting. It's embedded in the road here. Take a look at this. That's neat, isn't it? Yeah, so here it is embedded into the actual pavement here in the road.
You know, a lot of people probably didn't have enough money to afford vehicles. You know? Yeah, out here you would just get the vehicle stuck.
Yeah.
You'd have to abandon it anyway, so it would, you know, be stuck in time in its place.
Wow.
That's an old rail right there.
Wow.
Yeah, so just up ahead is a railroad line through the woods here. You can see this pathway went to. It's probably like a spur that went off the railroad here. Let's go check it out.
Like, you know, get overturned. What things
Oh,
they were carrying, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
So you never know what you'll see along an old railroad, you know, track.
That's true. You can see this area where it's built up too, along the railroad line.
Yeah.
And it's real swampy on either side. So they build these railroad lines as far back into these swamps as they could, any way possible. So a lot of these are built up. It's incredible the engineering that took place to get back into here.
It really is.
And they would log out a lot of the old trees here, unfortunately. So there was a lot of old cypress trees here, pine trees, very old trees.
Okay.
So that was one of the industries here,
Okay.
logging.
Logging.
Yep,
The river was right there.
that's right.
Yeah,
And then the river could be utilized as a form of transportation as well.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So we're here by this river. You can see part of the railroad trestle bridge across here. Supports. You can see the supports here for the bridge. Remnants from the past.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like it used to just cross right over the river here.
Yeah, it went for a ways. Look how much water
I
gets
see
in
that.
here. We've had a lot of rain recently, but the other side of the bridge would have been over there. You can see the railroad line just over
Yeah,
there.
how it's high, like the ground is higher up.
Yep, you can see where it's built up.
Oh, that's amazing. Imagining the bridge that went over this river at one time.
And more water even gets in here, so it would have been had a sturdy bridge. Yeah, you can see the pillars right here.
Yeah, that's cool. So.
You can see some of the original pavement here on the road. It's the lost road.
Definitely
Yeah.
lost road. I didn't expect this. To
I'm
see
sure
this
that
coming across
the
this.
scene here was very much different about 100 or so years ago.
Huge nails.
You can see here on this bridge these large nails. Built things to last back then, that's for sure.
Sure did.
It's amazing to see these remains out here, hidden in the wilderness.
Yeah, you'd never know this is an old road. Once used, a thriving area. Gonna get wet out here. We'll cross over some water.
Let's do it.
If you're not getting wet or dirty, it's time to venture. So we've had a lot of water in this area, the floodplain here. So that's why that bridge is over there. We built these areas up above the surrounding swamps.
There we go. But there's no guarantees that you'll actually make it across.
All right, Lewis, we're at this tower. What do you think of this?
Incredible. Looks like it's about 75 feet up.
It goes up quite a ways.